Welcome back to Last Stand Prep. Today we're discussing a topic that rarely gets attention in the prepping community, how presidential pardons might spark political chaos, and why you need to be ready for the consequences of these decisions. Let's dive in. A president's power, forgiveness, or fuel to the fire. The President of the United States holds immense power. This power is not just symbolic, it has real, tangible effects on the lives of millions of people. From signing bills into law to commanding the armed forces, the president's decisions can shape the course of history. One of the most debated powers is the presidential pardon. This unique authority allows the president to forgive federal crimes, effectively erasing the legal consequences of certain actions. It's a power that has been used throughout history, sometimes to great acclaim, and other times to significant controversy. With a stroke of a pen, a president can wipe away federal crimes. This act of clemency can be a powerful tool for justice, offering a second chance to those who have been wronged by the system or who have shown genuine remorse for their actions. This power is meant to be a tool for mercy, a way to right past wrongs. It can bring relief to individuals and their families, offering a path to redemption and a chance to rebuild lives that have been shattered by legal battles. But what happens when a pardon is seen as unjust? When the public perceives that the president has used this power to benefit friends, allies, or those who have committed egregious acts, the reaction can be swift and severe. What happens when it feels like a betrayal of justice? The sense of fairness and trust in the system can be deeply eroded, leading to widespread anger and disillusionment. History is filled with examples of pardons that have sparked outrage and unrest. From the controversial pardons of political allies to the forgiveness of high-profile criminals, these decisions have often led to public outcry and demands for accountability. These acts of clemency can be flashpoints, igniting simmering tensions within society. When people feel that justice has been subverted, the resulting unrest can be both immediate and long-lasting. In these moments, the stability we often take for granted can crumble. The social fabric that holds communities together can be torn apart, leading to chaos and uncertainty. That's why it's crucial to understand the potential impact of presidential pardons, and more importantly, to be prepared for the unexpected. Awareness and preparation can help mitigate the effects of these decisions on our daily lives. We're not talking about panicking. Instead, it's about being informed and ready to respond to changes in the political landscape. We're talking about being realistic. Knowledge is power. By understanding the potential consequences of presidential actions, we can better navigate the challenges that may arise. Understanding the potential for upheaval is the first step in protecting yourself, your loved ones, and your community. It's about being proactive rather than reactive. Because when the system feels rigged, people take matters into their own hands. This isn't about politics, it's about preparedness. It's about ensuring that we are ready to face whatever challenges come our way. It's about ensuring your safety and security, no matter what storms are brewing in the world around you. By staying informed and prepared, we can protect our communities and maintain stability in uncertain times. Pardons, not always a get-out-of-jail-free card. The power to pardon is enshrined in the U.S. Constitution. This power, granted to the president, is a significant tool in the American justice system. It allows for the correction of judicial errors and offers a second chance to those who have paid their debt to society. It's a check and balance, a way to prevent overly harsh punishments. The Founding Fathers included this provision to ensure that justice could be tempered with mercy, recognizing that the legal system, while robust, is not infallible. Presidents have used pardons to offer clemency to those who have served their time, to correct miscarriages of justice, and to offer a second chance. These acts of clemency can be life-changing, providing individuals with the opportunity to rebuild their lives and reintegrate into society. However, the use of pardons is not without controversy. While they can correct injustices, they can also be perceived as undermining the rule of law. The power to pardon must be exercised judiciously to maintain public trust in the justice system. But the pardon power isn't absolute. It only applies to federal crimes. This means that while a presidential pardon can absolve someone of federal offenses, it has no bearing on state charges. It only applies to federal crimes. State crimes remain under the jurisdiction of state authorities, and a presidential pardon cannot interfere with state-level prosecutions. A presidential pardon can't erase state charges or protect someone from future prosecution. This limitation ensures that the power to pardon does not become a tool for absolute immunity. It's also important to note that accepting a pardon is often seen as an admission of guilt. This can have significant implications for the individual, as it acknowledges wrongdoing even as it absolves the legal consequences. And then there's the political aspect. Pardons can be, and often are, controversial. They can be seen as political favors, used to reward allies or protect associates. This perception can lead to significant public outcry and debate. They can be seen as favors to allies or as attempts to obstruct justice. This is particularly true in high-profile cases where the individuals involved have significant political connections. This is where things get interesting. The public's perception of a pardon can greatly influence its impact. When a pardon is perceived as illegitimate, it can erode trust in the government and sow the seeds of discontent. When a pardon is perceived as illegitimate, it can erode trust in the government and sow the seeds of discontent. This isn't just academic. The consequences of controversial pardons can be far-reaching and profound. History has shown us the very real consequences of controversial pardons. From riots to protests, the public has a way of making its displeasure known. These events can destabilize communities and create lasting divisions. From riots to protests, the public has a way of making its displeasure known. This public reaction can lead to significant social unrest and challenge the stability of the political system. Which brings us to the heart of the matter, your safety and security in uncertain times. Understanding the complexities of the pardon power and its implications can help you navigate the potential fallout from controversial decisions. Stay informed, stay prepared, and stay safe. The streets react when pardons ignite public fury. Imagine this. A president grants a pardon that many see as a travesty. The airwaves explode with outrage. Protests erupt in cities across the country. What started as a political controversy spills over into the streets. This isn't some dystopian fantasy. It's a scenario that has played out throughout history. Civil unrest, whether sparked by a pardon or some other event, can disrupt everyday life in a heartbeat. Roads can be blocked, businesses forced to close, and essential services interrupted. In extreme cases, civil unrest can escalate into violence and looting. Your safety, your family's safety, could be at risk. That's why it's crucial to stay informed and to be prepared. Awareness is your first line of defense. Don't wait for the news to tell you there's a problem. Be proactive. Monitor current events, especially those with the potential to spark unrest. Stay informed, your early warning system for trouble. In the age of information overload, it's easy to feel overwhelmed, but staying informed doesn't have to mean being glued to the 24-hour news cycle. Focus on reputable sources of news and information. Seek out diverse perspectives. Don't just stay in your echo chamber. Understand different viewpoints, even if you don't agree with them. This will give you a more well-rounded understanding of the situation. Pay attention to social media, but be discerning. Social media can be a valuable tool for real-time information, but it can also be a breeding ground for misinformation. Verify anything you see on social media with trusted news sources. Knowledge is power. The more you know about potential threats, the better equipped you'll be to protect yourself and your loved ones. But information alone isn't enough. You need to be prepared to act. Fortress Home. Practical steps for security and safety. Your home should be your sanctuary, your safe space. It's where you and your loved ones should feel most secure, away from the chaos of the outside world. But in times of unrest, it can also become a target. The reality is, during periods of civil disturbance or natural disasters, homes can be vulnerable to various threats. That's why it's crucial to take steps to secure your home and ensure your family's safety. Proactive measures can make a significant difference in deterring potential intruders and keeping your loved ones safe. Start with the basics. Reinforce your doors and windows. These are the primary entry points for any intruder, and strengthening them can prevent easy access. Make sure your locks are sturdy and consider installing a security system. High-quality locks can be a strong deterrent, and a security system adds an extra layer of protection. A simple alarm system can be an effective deterrent. It not only alerts you and your neighbors but can also scare off potential intruders. Think about exterior lighting. A well-lit property is less appealing to criminals. Darkness provides cover, so illuminating your home can make it less attractive to those with bad intentions. Consider motion sensor lights or timers that illuminate your property at night. These lights can startle intruders and alert you to any unexpected movement around your home. Have an evacuation plan. If you need to leave your home quickly, you need to know where you're going and how you're going to get there. This plan should include multiple routes and destinations. Practice your evacuation plan with your family so everyone knows what to do in an emergency. Regular drills can ensure that everyone remains calm and knows their role when it matters most. Remember, your goal is to make your home as safe and secure as possible. This involves regular inspections and updates to your security measures. A little bit of preparation can go a long way in protecting what matters most. By taking these practical steps, you can create a fortress home that provides peace of mind and safety for you and your family.